So, so Sarah, thank you for helping me with this. So, what was your primary reason for enrolling in the nutritional fitness program?
Yeah, I wanted to manage my hypothyroidism. I had kind of been given a 6 to 12 month window by my doctor to try to manage it, like with lifestyle and diet, without going on like lifelong medication. Um, and I had tried things that weren't working at all, and was so thrilled to talk to you, Belldon, see like, okay, wow, there might be an option that could let me like start feeling better, start helping my body function better, without needing meds for the rest of my life.
Cool, very cool. Can I ask you what hurdle might have stopped you from investing in this program? Because I know you've tried a lot of things.
So I think part of it is like this sense that like nothing's going to work after trying so many things. Um, I'd tried a bunch of different diets, a bunch of different supplements, a bunch of different medical programs, and hadn't seen any dramatic progress on anything. Um, and you really helped talk me through like body chemistry and the science behind like why the process that you teach and walk me through is different than anything else. So that was encouraging. And then the other hurdle was like so much more of a mindset thing. I know I told you this. I was like, I am like prioritizing other things in my life right now. Like making this big investment into my health is tricky because I want to like prioritize my business or prioritize like these other big things that were going on in my life. And you helped me see that I was literally like missing out on all of these business opportunities and growth opportunities because of my health. Like because I was sleeping 12 hours a night, because I didn't have the energy to travel as much as I wanted to travel, because I wasn't able to bring like focus and energy to client interactions. And so even though I was saying like, I might not invest in this right now because it's scary to invest this much in my health when I really want to invest in like my business or other things, you help me understand how much my health and energy levels are like a bedrock for anything I want to do in my life.
You said something to me a little bit earlier about that, where you said one day you thought it was lunchtime at 9 o'clock, not because you were hungry, but because you'd gotten that much done.
Yeah, I was so used to like I'd set my alarm early because like I wanted to get up early, but I'd like stay in bed until 8 or 9 because I was just so exhausted and felt so groggy. And I'd wake up and my mornings would just be so slow. I'd barely get anything done just because like stuff wasn't firing or I was feeling super crappy. So yeah, like literally I think 12 or 13 days into this program, one day I took my lunch break and then looked at the clock and realized it was 9:30, and I had just stopped because I'd gotten so much done that I assumed like hours and hours must have passed, but I was just like so energetic and so focused, and that was like something that I hadn't felt in literally years.
That is so cool. So of all the investing that you've done in your business, where does nutritional fitness fall in the importance of business investments?
Yeah, well, it's right. It's like it's right at the top because other investments that I was making, even though like I haven't made an investment in my business that I've regretted, I wasn't able to fully implement them or leverage them or utilize them because I was so overwhelmed and exhausted just physically. Like it wasn't that I didn't have like the motivation or the drive to leverage like coaches or opportunities, but I was just flat out tired.
That is so cool. That's so cool. One last thing before I leave this particular part
Yeah.
of the interview. Can you tell me how many supplements you were taking when we first met?
Oh man. I literally like had an entire cabinet full of supplements. I'm not sure what the exact number was just because the list was so long, but at least 20. Like that's
Mhm.
not an exaggeration. I was at least taking like 20 different things a day, um, around the clock.
And how many are you
Um,
taking today?
Zero. I'm not on
Zero.
anything.
And do you feel better?
Yeah.
Awesome. That is just awesome.
Mhm.
So you've kind of described a little bit the next question, so I'm going to skip it. Let me ask
Sounds
you
good.
instead, what else have you discovered working with me that's different than what you've done in the past?
It's tough for me to land on one thing because this has been such a different experience than anything that I've done. Um, so I'm going to go with two. So one would be like the level of accountability that I've had, um, like the level of like attention and access, no matter like what questions that I stumble on, or no matter how I'm feeling on a certain day, I feel like I can like get what I need from you, like from the mentors within the program. And then the second would be customization. I've tried a lot of different like programs or a lot of different diets, like you name it, I've been on it. But this wasn't like a cookie cutter thing that you were like, you know, here, I'm going to send you a PDF. I'm going to have you like watch this list of videos. It was like everything that like I'm eating and doing is structured to my like specific body chemistry and the things that I was missing to like heal my thyroid or manage my energy levels, which is incredible.
Fantastic. Have there been any aha moments along this journey so far?
Just mostly that I'm like so sad that I didn't do this sooner. Because like looking back at like literal hours and like chunks of my life that I've lost because it's like I was sleeping 10 to 12 hours a night, or I was saying no to like social things or business events because I was like, I can't do that. Like that'd be way too draining. I would come home and have to sleep for a week. So it's like, it's sad to look back at like how long that I've been dealing with this. But it's super exciting to look into the future.
That's the important part, right?
Yeah.
So if you could tell someone who's out there who's on the fence and they're like,
Mhm.
I don't know if I should take the dive into this program or
Yeah.
not, and they're just torn, what would you tell that person?
Just that I have 100% confidence that you can help them. And so waiting is going to be a mistake. Like if they've been struggling for years trying to do it on their own or trying to do it with the help of like diet books or whatever, like the next book or the next fad or the next trend isn't going to help them. It's just not. Um, and so I wouldn't wait. Like, don't wait like I did.
Thank you, Sarah. I really appreciate your time on this one. And it's been a pleasure working with you, and I look forward to continuing the journey.
Yeah, likewise.